Till date, there are 6 companies who have crossed a valuation of $1 trillion. Among them, Apple is the first one to cross the $1 trillion mark. But what if I tell you that there is a company who have crossed $1 trillion valuation 100 years ago? Yes, you heard it right. 100 years ago. It was Standard Oil Corporation who had an estimated $1 trillion valuation. The company was built by an American businessman, Mr. John D. Rockefeller. In our first video, we have talked about some life lessons of John D. Rockefeller, and in this video, we are going to discuss some business lessons of Rockefeller and will know how he made Standard Oil so vast. It all started in 1859 in Pennsylvania. The first American oil well was discovered, and it grew really well within 1 year, with oil becoming processed and used as kerosene by people. But Rockefeller didn't see any opportunity in drilling oil, but instead he showed his interest in refining, because drilling was considered as a game of luck and John didn't want to do business on luck. Then in 1863, US government made a train connecting Pennsylvania and Cleveland. Rockefeller then was ready to start his refinery. He had many scientists and workers to make a way to use even the byproducts of the oil. After time, John's business was then so successful that he acquired almost 22 oil refineries in America and started a strategic horizontal integration by acquiring all the oil mines and refineries to maximize his profits. He was refining over 90% of America's oil. After seeing huge success, when Rockefeller turned 80, the American government split the Standard Oil into several companies, but this step seems to be most profitable strategy for Standard Oil. Today, America's most profitable oil companies, Chevron, ExxonMobil and Marathon, are subsidiaries of Standard Oil. Now let us see some of Rockefeller's business strategies and lessons that made him so huge. The first business lesson is find the right people. Rockefeller was a kind of person who was really concerned about his partners and his choice of partners that made his business so vast. So be smart about the people with whom you go into the business. Friendships are destroyed even every day because of business decisions, and many bad business decisions are made to preserve interpersonal relationships. Before going into business with your friends or family, you should ask yourself whether or not it is worth it to move forward at the risk of the relationships. Rockefeller says that a friendship founded on business is better than business founded on friendship. The second lesson is don't work for hours, work for effectiveness. Rockefeller says that he who works all day has no time to make money. I was surprised reading this, but Rockefeller, a diligent worker, prized his work breaks as much as his work time. The productivity is the king. It doesn't matter how many hours you put into your work, but the work you get it done. Work breaks, getting outside, taking your time improves your ability to get quality work done. And just as important, it decreases your burnout rate. Rockefeller saw working in the yard and staying active, taking breaks throughout the day, even naps, as just as important as the actual work. Putting your head down and simply working, being busy for busy's sake, or being busy to show others that you are working, to give appearance that you have stuff on the go, does more harm than good to a point. Now let's end this video with a quote that Rockefeller loved the most. Rockefeller says that if your goal is to become rich, you will never achieve it. Don't run for money, just love your work. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for our next episode.